appeal by Joseph Acuff of the Consumer Affairs Division's decision concerning the provision of water utility services by Citizens Water. Notice of the time and place of the hearing was given as provided by law by publication in Marion County in the Indianapolis Star on November 20th, 2025. This is a newspaper of general circulation, and this publication was made at least 10 days prior to the date of the evidentiary hearing. The proof of publication of the notice has been received by the Commission and is now incorporated into the record of this cause by reference and placed in the official files of the Commission. Notice has also been given to the Indiana Office of Utility Consumer Counselor and other interested parties. May we have appearances, please? Yes, yep.
Joseph Robert Acuff.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honor. On behalf of Respondent Citizens Water, please accept the appearance of Scott Franson with Citizens Energy Group.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the public, Matthew Kappas from the Indiana Office of Utility Consumer Counselor.
Thank you. Mr. Acuff, if you would like to begin your argument.
Sure. Is this good enough? Pull a little bit closer. Does that work for you? Okay, so I've never had any prior issues with Citizens or with any utility bill ever in my life. I'm 43 years old. I got a email from Citizens that said I had a high usage rate back in, it was like April or May of last year. And I called immediately and asked what was going on with the higher usage, and I got my bill, which was pretty crazy. I can show it here, where you can see the discrepancy in how this much, it kind of looks like, it doesn't look good. It looks like a giant pillar in the middle of an average use, right? So we use around what it says here, we'll just use the 9.19 CCF used, right? Okay, so that's on average per month for my household of 4, okay? I got 2 kids. One of them is nonverbal autistic. So my job is remote, and so is my other half's. We work from home. We're home all the time. I'm up half the night because of my son's condition. I am from a military family, big into attention to detail. So when this happened, I was baffled. I said, we haven't had any repairs done. I don't have a lake in my yard. I'm very detail-oriented, so this is kind of wild to me. Then I received a call within a week or two. It's on record, it's in there, from Citizens returning to tell me that my usage had returned to normal, and I believe this was before they replaced the existing meter. Okay, so we had the meter replaced, we had the meter tested. They emailed me and said that the meter tested fine, which, I mean, okay, but I'm telling you, no water anywhere, you'd have extreme damage. This is 2 years worth of water if you add up the averages in 1 month, okay? So then I went on AI and I looked at data flow rates, like flow rates for usage and everything and how long I sent that stuff over. And then the decision was basically like there was nothing wrong with the meter. I'm not trying to accuse anybody. I've had Action Air, Heating and Plumbing come out to my house. They crawled under my floor. I sent you a copy of that. No leaks, no proof. There's no way they said that much water would cause massive amount of damage to my home in that amount of time. So to me, it's very unrealistic. I've also asked Citizens to come out. You can crawl under my house. You can look at whatever you want. We didn't use that water. So for me, like in certain situations when I used to be a business agent for the police union, like you're accusing me of using this much water, like I would like proof of where it went. I know the meter tested fine. To me, this is some type of anomaly or an issue. I would, honestly, the way that it's taken this long to handle and the fact that I can't just get somebody to come look at this with a realm of common sense, or look at it if I could, but I can't because there's not, it's not like Walmart and Target or CVS and Walgreens. I can't switch water companies. I can't change that. But this, if you just look at it with the realm of like, look at the math, and then you can, Ethan Spooner of Ethan Spooner Water Solutions, who does my water heater and my water softener and all that, he said there's no way, that's impossible. Okay, and again, I've done lots of research online. I've looked at it, and there is a phone call where Citizens called me back and said that my usage returned to normal. And Yes, I probably was heated in some of my responses. It kind of feels like it's not the principle of paying it. I can pay it right now. I don't want to pay for water that I didn't use. And I don't want to just be swept under the rug. I just want it to be looked at in the light of, this is 2 years worth of water in 1 month. Just look at the graph. I'm not a bad guy. I pay my bills on time. I don't do any, I'm at home all the time. I didn't leave 4 faucets running. I didn't fill up my neighbor's pool. I just want a clean shake at this, and somebody, and honestly, I'll take you to my house right now. You can crawl through my crawl space. I'll show you every pipe, everything. I've had everything inspected. I don't think that anybody's bad here. I just want this looked at in the light of common sense that it's impossible, okay? And if this much water ended up on my property, you would notice it. And there would be repairs and damages, and you can look at my bank accounts, you can look at records of services for my property, anything you want, there's nothing there because none of that water was used. And you look at the averages, it's flat. Flat for everybody to see. It's flat. It's just one big pillar of 2 years worth of water usage in 1 month. So I would like an explanation of how that's possible and where that water went if I'm going to pay this bill. Thank you. Joseph R. Acuff, citizen of Castleton, Indiana.
Thank you. Mr. Franson?
Thank you, Honor. Nothing really to add, but just that the CAD's determination was correct, and because nothing in the record and Mr. Acuff's argument today indicates the CAD decision was not correct, the commission should uphold the decision.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Kappas?
Thank you, Your Honor. The public has nothing to add at this moment.
Thank you. Mr. Acuff, do you have anything else to add?
Yes, the CAD decision is a test on a meter, correct? Or is it just what it all goes into the decision of the CAD? Because, I mean, I'm just curious. Because
The CAD's reviewing the record, so they're just reviewing this record of evidence that they received, right? So the CAD doesn't actually go out and test the meter.
So does Citizens test the meter? So can I get a third party to test the meter? And is there any other record of anybody else having a similar case in the last, I don't know, since they went to smart meters? Didn't you guys switch to smart meters? I don't know. I'm curious because I get that you guys looked at it and you tested it, right? But you can't tell me where the water went, and you won't send anybody to my house.
Okay, so we will, Amy, I didn't admit this in, did I?
Why don't you go ahead and do that?
We will admit into evidence IURC Exhibit Number 1, which is the CAD record.
I have a question for citizens. Can you explain the process that you use for testing the meters?
I believe it's just you take it out and then you do lab tests. I think that's how it works.
So when Mr. Acuff was saying the meter was replaced, so you took his meter out, the meter that gave that reading.
Yes.
You tested it and replaced. Sorry, you took that meter out, you tested it and put a different meter in.
That's correct.
Well, if the meter was fine, why did you put a different meter in?
I believe it comes down to when you remove it to test it, it's
So you
more
didn't put
economical
the
just to put a new
original
one
meter
in.
back.
Yeah,
So the original meter didn't go back in.
that's correct.
Okay. Have you had, so do you still have the meter?
I do not know. I can find out.
I don't have any more questions.
So we are adjourned for the day. Thank you.
So Mr. Acuff, so you understand what's going to happen now is the commission will issue an order on this, and so there's 5 commissioners, so we'll write up an order, and that typically is about 90 days at most that it will take to do that, and so we'll issue an order, and that'll be sent to you.
Thank you for that. And I just want to say that I kind of feel like I already know the answer to this, and I feel like it would behoove in the future to have third-party testing done because you're just taking a one-sided argument, basically, and when there's an accusation brought forward, like that I used 2 years' worth of water, the burden of proof should be on the accuser, and a bill is an accusation. You're accusing me of using thousands, hundreds of, I mean, this is a lot of water. Yeah. Hope you feel good about that.